everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a review slash first impressions slash demo on the Sonia Kashuk Soft Focus Satin Matte Foundation. I am super excited to be trying this foundation out. This is actually what I have on right now. So before we get into this video, I just wanted to give you guys some of the basic info on this foundation. It is $12.99 and you can find it at Target or Target.com. They have 6 colors, so they don't have the greatest color range, or hopefully in the near future they will come out with more colors because I could see a lot of people really liking this foundation. Another thing that I love about it is that it does come with a pump, so there's no pour, there's no spill, there's no mess. So the packaging is super sleek. It is a glass bottle. This is more matte, and then it goes down to like this satin gloss finish. And so you do get 1.0 ounces of foundation, which is pretty average for all foundations to come with. So the description of the website says that it is a anti-aging formula. It's perfect for oily combination skin. It's medium to full coverage. It is shine free and silky smooth. It is creamy yet lightweight. And it says that this Sonia Kashuk Soft Focus Satin Matte Foundation delivers flawless looking skin with a matte but not flat finish. This foundation makeup is infused with blue lotus, daisy flower, and mallow extracts to nourish, protect, and brighten dull skin. So that is a claim that what the foundation does, who it's good for, what kind of skin it's good for. It does run for $12.99. I just wanted to throw in those little bits of information for you guys to make this video as helpful as I can for you guys before you guys go and spend your money on this foundation, just so that way you are able to make a decision whether you think this foundation is good for you or not. If you guys do end up picking up this foundation and you like it or you don't like it, let me know in the comments down below whether you've tried it, what your thoughts are on this foundation. I would love to hear your thoughts. But yeah, if you guys want to see the review, demo, everything, then go ahead and keep watching. Okay, so with this check-in today with the foundation, I'm actually going to only prime one side of my face, and then the other one I am not going to, just to kind of see the difference with and without a primer. I know in past foundation reviews I've always used a primer because I want to know how this foundation holds up with like my favorite primer, because I always use a primer no matter what. The primer I'm going to be using is one of my favorites right now. Maybe you've seen me use it in my past tutorials, but this is my Hard Candy Sheer Envy Pore Defense Primer Serum. That's a long name. So I'm just going to be taking a little bit on my hand, and I don't know why I'm putting it like that. So I'm going to be putting it on the right side of my face. And then on the right side, I'm going to be using a brush. On the left side, I'm going to be using my Beauty Blender. I always like to test out foundations, one with a brush, one with a Beauty Blender, again, just to see the difference. If there is a difference, which is better, which gives you more full coverage, which gives you less coverage, how does it go on? There's so many different factors that go in with a Beauty Blender and using a brush. I'm going to go ahead and just pump this out. It's pretty liquidy, as you can see how it's already dripping. It's pretty liquidy. This is my IT Cosmetics All Over Face Brush. So let me zoom you guys in. It covered pretty well. I feel like it's like a satin natural finish. It feels a little wet right now. As you can see, it definitely evened out my skin. As you can see side by side, it definitely did even out. So that was just one really light layer. Now I'm going to do the other side with the Beauty Blender. I'm just going to pick up with whatever's left on my hand here. I'm going to put some more right here on the back. So far the color is pretty good for me. I will let you guys know if it oxidizes and gets darker throughout the day, but right now it's pretty much a perfect match. I like the way it is on my skin. Like, it makes my skin look really, really good and just very healthy. Up close it looks really good. I still feel like I need a little bit more coverage, like right here, around my nose, just like here in my T-zone area. To be honest, I don't even notice a difference up close in the mirror applying this foundation with a brush and then a beauty blender. I feel like it gives you the same amount of coverage. I feel like it applied really well with both. I'm going to go ahead and build this up with a second layer, see how it is on the skin, see if it's buildable and still blendable, because it was super easy to blend out. It did not take a lot of time at all. So here I'm going to go back in. If you guys see like my little discoloration from breakouts, I'm just going to take my beauty blender and bounce that on top one more time. Okay, so I definitely feel like just by putting this fresh new layer of foundation on, I definitely feel like this foundation has oxidized already. That was really fast, because straight on my face it looked kind of light compared to the foundation that I already have on. I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like it already oxidized a little bit darker. It does have a smell to it, but I kind of like the smell. Like, it doesn't smell bad. It just has like a makeup-y smell. My skin kind of looks dewy, as you guys can see. Like, I look a little bit shiny, but it's almost like a natural skin finish. Like, it just makes my skin look really healthy. Like, do another little second layer on this side of my face with a brush. Foundation, I like to really press it into my skin, like how I am right now. Just pushing it in. I mean, this looks really good too. This looks like the other side as well. It is the exact same. I don't really notice a difference using a beauty blender and a brush. The only difference I can really tell right offhand, like looking straight into the mirror, is that using the beauty blender on this side kind of gave my skin more of that wet, dewy look, whereas a brush, this side does not look as dewy as this side. I don't know if you guys can tell that off camera, but straight on in the mirror, I could definitely tell that. So I'm going to go ahead, put on some concealer, finish up the rest of my makeup, and then I will be back. I just want to hop back on camera and let you guys know that I am going to be setting my face using the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores. And I am going to be setting both sides of my face. And the reason why I'm going to do this is because usually with any foundation that I use anyways, I always set my skin. I have really oily skin, and I especially like to set my smile lines. I look a lot more mattified. Definitely the foundation, it did dry down, but I feel like it took a couple minutes to finally dry down to not be so wet on my face. But once it dried down, it actually was like a nice soft matte finish. I wouldn't say it was still matte, it was like more of like a satin matte, which is, yeah, that's exactly what the foundation calls it, satin matte. So I will do check-ins throughout the day, but for right now, I love it. It was super easy to blend in, super blendable, very buildable. And I actually liked the finish that it gave my skin, even though I had to set it with a powder just so I feel better about myself. I'm really happy with this foundation. I don't have anything bad to say about it so far, but we are going to check in throughout the day. Or I am going to check in throughout the day with this foundation. Okay guys, so I finished up my face makeup. I just did not put mascara on. I just wanted to let you guys know that all the powders, everything blended so well. And usually by now my makeup is already creasing in my smile lines, but it isn't. So I just wanted to give you guys like an up close look of everything, that way you guys can just see for yourself how it's looking so far on my skin. I know it's only been like 10 minutes. Really happy with the way my foundation looks right now, my whole full face looks right now. Really pleased with it, but today is going to be a long day, so we are just going to see how well this foundation really does hold up with oily skin, because this foundation does claim to be really good for oily combination skin. So I will take you guys with me on my day. So I wanted to do my first update of the day. It is, let's see, 12 o'clock right now in the afternoon. So the last time that you guys seen me was around 7:30 in the morning. It's been about 4.5 hours at this point. The foundation is holding up really well. I'm just looking up close in my magnifying mirror right here. Everything is still holding up really well. I don't really see a difference between the side that I used a primer and then the side that I didn't use a primer, which is really good. The only thing that I really see is like here, it's just creasing just a little bit, not as much as some foundations will crease on me. Sometimes it will be like all right here, it will just settle. But this foundation is literally just right here, which is not a big deal because I could just take my finger or my beauty blender just to tap those out a little bit. And then the only other thing is I'm like really oily on my nose. You guys can just see how shiny my nose is right here. But that is with any foundation. I'm gonna touch that up and I'm gonna use my Essence All About Matte compact powder. Okay, so now that I moved up a little bit closer, you guys can just see now my nose is like super matte. Really happy with the way this foundation is holding up for $13. I think it's doing a great job so far. So when I get back home in just a couple hours, I will do another check-in. Hey everyone, so I'm back with another check-in for you guys. It is about 5:30 right now, so my last check-in I believe was at 12, so it's been a good 5.5 hours. So I've had this foundation on for a total of about 10 hours today if I'm doing my math correctly, because I've had it on since about 7:30 this morning. It is 5:30 and we are about to leave our house right now, so I'm probably gonna have this foundation on for another good 4 hours, so probably a total of 14 hours today. And I would have to say that this foundation is holding up really well. If you guys look now, if you guys can see, I am looking a little bit shiny for sure in my T-zone. I feel shiny, I feel oily. But again, like right here, my cheeks, my nose, and then my forehead. You guys can probably see this on camera as well. What I'm doing now is I'm just taking some toilet paper because I don't have blotting sheets, and I'm just blotting my face just to absorb any oil. That pretty much did it. I mean, just by blotting. Honestly, I still like the way this foundation looks on my skin though. I'm just taking this Essence powder one more time. My last check-in, unless I come back home and I feel like the foundation has dramatically changed. I feel like it's rubbed off just a little bit on the tip of my nose. Again, just from blowing my nose because it's super freezing cold outside. So I've just been like kind of touching it a lot. I also want to mention that this foundation is buildable, super blendable. It did not take a lot of time to actually blend into my skin at all. It was like super easy to blend with a brush and a beauty blender, and I really like that. And even though I built it up on my skin like I did a light second layer, it did not look heavy or cakey, or it did not separate when you do that second layer, which I really appreciated as well. I do think that it oxidized just a little bit because when I first pump it out on the back of my hand, like right here, it looks kind of light. So again, I am shade 03. I am really happy with this foundation so far. I really am impressed with it. I can't say I love it because I've only used it once. I definitely am going to continue to try it, but I would recommend that you guys definitely try it out. I definitely think that it's worth the $12.99. It says that it's good for oily to combination skin, but I feel like even if you have normal skin, definitely try it out because I feel like this might be really good for you. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and found it helpful. Hopefully I was able to answer any questions that you guys may have had about this foundation. You guys will continue to see me use it. Let me know what you guys thought about this video in the comments down below, and if there's any foundations that you would like for me to review, definitely let me know that as well. If you guys did like it, please give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so that you guys don't miss out on any of my future videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys all in my next one. Bye!